Gosling, back for Ambrose. Ambrose on the ground, Poulin, her shot, she scores! Marie-Philippe Poulin on the power play, and Montreal leads to the third. Gives it back for Morin, walking to the middle. Morin shoots, they score! What a series for Sydney Morin! She's got her third goal of the playoffs, and we're tied at 1. Here is Morin, walking down. Morin towards the net. They score! Who are you? The Frost lead in the third. Zumwinkle, nice move. Zumwinkle stops. Abby Rock now working through, finds Gosling, waits and shoots, and a save by Rooney. LaBelle centers right in front, backhand chip, rebound, oh, Rooney keeps it out. Backhand pass up, Matherson shoots, tapped, and it stays out! What a great find by Damien! Laura Stacey led the league in shorthanded goals, nearly had her third. Here's Fred Payne, steps in and delivers!
He's always been good at the one pass, catch and shoot.
A new career high. 21 points for Fred Payne.
This game is still right there, but they have to find some offense here in short order. Can they do it? Fitzpatrick, can he do it? He did! Jabri Fitzpatrick! For just 5 batters. That's hit sharply into center field. Hendrickson back to the wall, and it's gone! Right over the 403 mark in straightaway center for Vaughn Lackey. There's Abby Rock trying to find Laura Stacey. Gives it back for Rock. Rock plays it over. Poulin scores! Marie-Philippe Poulin! Series tied at 1! Is there one final rush up the ice? Here is Richard coming through. Richard, it's poked off. He gets it back, chance from the outside, whistles wide. 3 seconds to go. Janvaria shoots, it's blocked. Mission Merrimack is complete. The Warriors are Hockey East champions. Heisey again, sends it back for Cooper. Now it's panic, her shot couldn't get it through. Then turns, a rolling puck goes to the corner. 3 seconds to go. Stefan throws it towards the net. It's over. Remporte la victoire. Montreal has its trip to the final. Five and a half months have all come down to this. 2 teams left, each 60 minutes away from a championship. UConn, thanks to some overtime magic, will give it a 3rd try in the last 5 years. Against Merrimack, who is playing nothing like an 8 seed. 2 teams vying for their first ever league title. The Hockey East Championship is next.
Normally when TD Garden's faithful is clad in green, it's the famed parquet floor on display. But tonight, the Emerald Wave UC is for the Boston Fleet, who are set to host their maiden Causeway Street voyage. And if this grand stage wasn't enough, it just so happens that first place is on the line. Welcome to the PWHL from the hub of hockey. Ice hockey teams from Boston and Montreal have been competing on Causeway Street since 1928. And tonight, 98 years after that first Bruins-Habs game next door, we get to witness history as the Boston Fleet call TD Garden home for the first time. And we welcome you up to the 9th floor. What an absolute thrill it is to be here at TD Garden with Gigi Marvin and Natalie Norrie downstairs. I'm Eric Gallanty. So, top 2 teams in the league. Both have won 5 games in a row in front of the 2 best goalies in the world with 17,000 plus in the house. Need anything else?
Nothing left but to play hockey.
Today's game, Eric Gallanty and Becky Kelly.
Rob, thank you so much. This is a loud building already. Great to be with you. So why did Montreal do this? We could spend all day talking about this decision. Give us 3 reasons that stand out to you. Rob, thank you so much. You good? You rested? You ready to go?
I'm feeling all right. I got my rest in. Hopefully these athletes did too.
Let's talk about those couple of games. Rob mentioned it, right? Let's stick on those differences because it wasn't just the fact that the goals were totally different in those games.
It was such a different game. Honestly, it was hard to believe it was the same 2 teams, and she gets in front and gets that one.
So Kendall Coyne-Schofield with the power play goal. It's 2-0 Minnesota. Minnesota, and I would imagine Ken Klee is feeling pretty good about things. Let's check in with Ken and Rob.
Thank you very much, Eric.
On the 3-on-2 there, you know, gave her some props in between periods, and you know, she'll continue on her way for us.
Thanks so much. Good luck in the third.
Thank you.
Eric, back to you.
I want to hear from those fans behind you what they thought of the second period, but you'll have to settle for us. Thanks for being back with us here in game number 4. Still scoreless, as Rob and Corey talked about, but I think we should kind of stick on this Montreal point, right? Because it feels like a lot of the things that made them successful in the third period, preventing Minnesota not from getting shots, but from getting really good scoring chances, has carried over into this game as well.
Well, and really it's what they've done well all year.
So putting aside the emotion of the game, which obviously is there, and the playoffs of it all, but when you're in a game like this where it feels like there's almost no even strength time, how does that change sort of getting into a flow, right? I mean, it feels like it's been constant power plays in this game.
It's really tough for your players that are not on the power play because you spend a lot of time on the bench. So when you get your chance to get back up, you haven't been in a flow, you haven't been in a rhythm. So for a team to establish that rhythm, you definitely want to stay out of the penalty box. You can get momentum from the power play anyway, just because it's an opportunity, but on the other side of things, it's tough.
Now it is Poulin for Gosling on another Royale Ultra Strength paper towel power play. Poulin plays it in the middle, oh, tip, and Stacey scores again! Laura Stacey with the hat trick, and we're tied at 4.
Well, here they come. The hats are coming onto the ice. Laura Stacey with the hat trick. The power play goal, so now it's Montreal's turn to respond right away. As Poulin takes a look, throws this one in front. You know she's just looking for that stick. She can see the stick, just looking for that quick little tap. She gets the tap from Rock, the follow-up from Stacey. Montreal is back to knotted even. So now if you're Montreal, your goal is do not let them come right back down the ice and pop another one within a minute. I think the speculation was this would be a high-scoring semifinal as well. These two teams, you got Minnesota on one side, never had a problem scoring goals. Of course, Montreal now firing on all cylinders, all their players back. They don't have a problem scoring goals. As Poulin says, let's go, let's keep it going.
Well, there were no goals scored in regulation downtown last night, right, in the Habs game, because we were saving them all for today. My goodness.
Laura Stacey, what a player she has been for this team. What a game she is having right now as she goes to the net and follows this one up. Abby Rock, you see her shaking her stick. She wanted that one. She set up on her forehand.
So the hat trick for Laura Stacey. That one a minute after Morin had given Minnesota the lead. Exactly 60 seconds later. 3 goals for Stacey, 2 assists now for Poulin, 2 assists from Rock. 4-4. After the power play goal, and Debian covers, and we still have 14:47 to play in this third period.
Oh, it has been a crazy game between these two teams. Laura Stacey, who was really good in the time that Poulin was out of the lineup as well. In those 11 games, she had 12 points. So a player that really put the team on her shoulders and said, all right, the captain's out, you can look to me, and she's continued that into playoffs.
7 goals and 22 points this year for Laura Stacey. After a really high-quality Olympics as well. Thought it was amazing, as we said. Led the league in shots last year, led the league in shots again this year. Last year had 112 shots, this year 113.
Definitely the shooter's mentality, absolutely. Gives herself the opportunities, though, gets in positions to shoot.
So back to center. Now, how does Minnesota reset here, right? They keep having the lead at 2-0, right? And 3-2 and 4-3. And now all of a sudden in a fight in a tie game.
Well, this seems to be the kind of game they like to play in, though. They're a goal-scoring offensive team. They like to play a run-and-gun game. So I don't think this one affects them at all.
I mean, when the game gets to this point, they don't normally lose. In the regular season this year, when they scored 3 goals, they were 15-3. They only had 1 win all year when scoring 2 goals or less. So when they got to 3, they usually won. for the highest scoring offense in league history at over 3 goals per game. Abby Rock knocks it along. It's a 2-on-1 for Montreal. Stacey and Poulin. Stacey plays it across. Panic takes Poulin out of the play. Rock following it up, and the puck gets knocked to the far wall. Flaherty over for Tabin. Tabin shoots. That got deflected and ends up in the corner. Poulin was there once again, but Minnesota picks it up. 13-10 to go in a wild third period. Game tied 4 apiece.
How about Kelly Panic? Leads the league in points, in goals, but it's the 200-foot game.
Youngbloom trying to make a little move around Batherson. Good play by the Minnesota defender. Heisey got it forward for Knoll. Scored the first goal of this game way back when. Batherson again tried to come across for Himlarova, and it was broken up by Mlinkova. Youngbloom now taking it through. Tried to lead pass forward, but it's covered by Rooney. And we will reset. 12:32 to go in the third period. The first playoff hat trick in league history belongs to Laura Stacey.
So make that an 8-0 run. Donald Hand and Fred Payne each with 21 points. So now how does Lemoyne respond? They do so with Ja'Kai Sanders back in the game with 4 fouls.
Thought about the 5-minute mark. Some good switching here by the Eagles.
So BC has made their counterpunch. Can Lemoyne hang in? Rainwater for 3. He got it! Tennessee Rainwater!
Yeah, even his teammates are saying, where did that come from? It just hasn't been there all season, but he is feeling good about his 3-point shot.
As you said, only 4 of 5 from 3 all year. Here's Hand, that's a 2, and that is good. Donald Hand has found his shot
and
on a Sunday afternoon.
He sure has. And a couple of answer baskets from Hand.
You know, put aside what it means in terms of the greater context. For someone who has worked as hard as he has, who's in the gym as much as he has, I mean, we all know that is, I know that was a 2 right there. We all know that's not a 17% 3-point shooter.
Not at all.
At some point, as the great Bill Parcells said, you are what your record is, but to his credit, he has found it today, and that's got to feel so good for him. 8
for 17 from the field, 3 for 6 on threes.
Here's Payne, that was a little short from deep. And Rainwater gets a long rebound. Still a 4-point game here, folks. 4:35 to go. Mosquera, that was a little bit of a heat check. And BC can slow things down.
That's where Chase Forte's just got to direct this team in the half-court area.
Forte, a lob inside. Hastings does make the catch well against Rainwater. Adjusts himself, finds Kapke. Good extra pass for Hand.
Yeah, good inside-out extra.
Hand falling away. Hand a little short that time. Rebounded Jackson with 4 minutes to go. Orang, little handoff. Here's the drive. Mosquera blocked by Hastings. It'll stay here with Lemoyne. We come back with 3:49 remaining in the second half. So BC has gone on their run, and it's been 23 points from Donald Hand Jr. 3 from deep, 8 of 18 from the floor, and BC by 4.